might go there. Hey everyone, how are people doing? Welcome to A Bold and Distant Future. This is Roy reporting from Chicago, and we're joined with Eddie. How you doing,
This
Eddie?
is Eddie, and I'm just here celebrating my independence from the the bad British rule, and I'm going to do that by picking peaches. Okay, here comes something.
That sounds like a plan. I hope it works out for you. I don't know if we have independence left, but hey, I'm going to celebrate. Happy 4th, Eddie.
Thank you.
Yes. Celebrate it in some meaningful way. I know that you will.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right. Picking peaches.
there's a lot on the news going on this week, and I'm basically navigating by headlines because I haven't been doing a lot of deep news watching. But that's what this show's about. It's about just trying to get through the week in 20 minutes. Then I can just put it all away and not think about it till next Friday.
Indeed.
You know, maybe together, two minds working at one can make sense of this thing.
Oh God, that's beautiful.
It is amazing, and I just put this up because it shows people and their resistance. In Budapest, they held its biggest ever Pride parade,
Oh
and
my God.
the state promised to fine people 500 euros for attending, and they were going to use facial recognition software to identify anyone who joined. And people ignored it and went right ahead and protested anyway. And
Good for
that
them.
they probably turned out in bigger numbers because of the threats of penalty. So this is what resistance looks like, people. You got to get out on the streets and tell them, hey, tell them something.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
with you on that.
you know, they're a good example for us here in America.
Yeah, I had a friend post yesterday about um, the bill that got passed,
Yeah.
and one of the things that she said was that America has hit rock bottom, and I said, no, our administration, the government officials who represent us, have hit rock bottom. They've abandoned the moral code, but Americans have not. Americans, that 66% that didn't vote for this thing, uh, they didn't. They have not hit rock bottom. They
Hmm.
still do all they can to create community. They still uh, get out and protest the what's going on, and they still offer compassion and help wherever they can. That's those people. The rest of those people that don't do that, you know, maybe they are hitting rock bottom in terms of their moral code, but the rest of us haven't.
Here's the first question. Where do open collar workers work?
Is that a trick question?
At home.
I was
I've
going to
never,
say anywhere they want. I know people that have gone, to live in South America and other places because they can work from wherever they want.
yeah. I just grabbed a few questions to kind of sprinkle them out throughout the show so you know, maybe it'll provoke something. So that was the first one. I've got to get a
If
better
you were an
camera.
open collar worker, where would you want to be working from?
Right where I am now, in a hotel room.
Chicago. I'd
Chicago,
pick the
baby.
Maldives.
Yeah, that might be good. But this is a great city. First
It
time
is.
in Chicago, enjoying the heck out of it.
I don't know if you're a fan, but there are some really classic Frank Lloyd Wright places there too.
Yeah, I thought of that too. That was another thing on the track, was to get to those things. But I'm going to probably stay off the streets. It's too hot. You walk two
Yeah.
blocks and you're soaked through. It's like 97 degrees today. Some great, I don't know, maybe 95. like, 100% humidity. Yesterday I did do a major trek around the city, but today I'm recuperating, rehydrating. I'm
How
sure
long is the conference going on?
just till Sunday afternoon. We leave Sunday evening.
Huh.
Well, I saw this on the Trump store. I couldn't.
You
I
just
had-
fill it up and drink right out of it? I mean,
I guess so. It's the Trump beer bucket. Only comes in one color, red.
maybe it could be used for the beer bucket ice challenge.
It's only $48.
Oh my god. That is good.
This stuff amuses the heck out of me.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah, we have to find a way to laugh and get through this thing with some kind of humor and objectivity. We've been talking a lot about friends who live overseas and correspondence with them. They have no sense of, I don't know, the grimness that some of us feel when we're living here in the country. And I think switching off the media and, being away from American media machine.
Yeah, but that's not 100% true. I have a friend in South Africa who lost 30% of their population because of the shenanigans that are going on here.
Oh,
So
really?
they feel it. It's just dependent on where you're at.
Yeah. You're probably
I
right.
mean,
So,
and then his school told him that they were going to have to pick up an extra section. So instead of 5 sections, they got 6 next year, and they had already signed contracts. Sound familiar?
yeah, that's happening. Well, this fellow, Representative Al Green out of Texas, tried to stop the big, beautiful bill with a request for unanimous consent. I don't exactly know what that means, unanimous consent. I guess it means obviously you have to get every single member in the House to agree to block cuts to Medicaid and SNAP. It didn't happen. It was quickly thrown out. But what I admire about Al Green is he tries stuff. It's like a lot of people are saying, why aren't the Democrats trying anything? This is one Democrat who is.
What
Maybe-
about? I thought there was somebody that said something about the Democrats bringing every single section to the floor to be agreed upon or not, as a way to slow it down.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, and I don't know if it happened. I mean, maybe there's a way to block that too.
Well, I heard Chuck Schumer or someone said they wanted the whole bill read on the floor.
Yeah, that was it. Thank you.
Was it all 900 pages? I think it was Chuck
Yeah.
Schumer that put that forth, and I think that got thrown out too. It's just a delaying tactic.
Yeah.
Of course, Trump wanted it passed, before the 4th of July as some
Right.
kind of symbolic, something or other. Though this is, I have not been following this closely. All I know is that it passed, and there were a few preliminary votes that, it wasn't passing. There were 4 Republicans hitting it with a nay, and 9 non-voting. I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know if you saw the. Did you see the interviewer who approached the senator from Alaska who caved after being given something special for Alaska?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, it was pretty ugly. I I suggest you look it up. It's worth seeing. She just freezes, and then she gets this really kind of seething look on her face and goes into this whole thing. And it's just like, oh, God.
There are so many aspects to this bill that are troubling, but this is one of the statistics that I found the most troubling. ICE fund, that's at the top, 895 billion. And this is in comparison to other countries' total defense budgets. China's total defense budget is only 260 billion. They're trying to vote in an $895 billion ICE fund. This is not even defense, just ICE. And then look at Russia, 126 billion, India, 75 billion. It's like, what the heck are they going to do with all that money? They're planning something.
Yeah, they're cutting government waste, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I think, the thing about ICE that's most frightening is that they don't offer any identification when asked,
Yeah.
and they wear masks. Who are these people?
Yeah, it's horrible. Well, this fellow's horrible too, Brian Glenn. And he's not an elected official as far as I know, but he's the boyfriend of Marjorie Taylor Greene. And he's the one that made the comment to Zelensky about why aren't you wearing a suit? But he made this statement, a no vote right now is political suicide. Go ahead, add your name to the list. Trying to intimidate Republicans from voting no on the big, beautiful bill. These two are just two unhinged, I don't know, soldiers.
You know what, though? I look at what Bernie said, and he said what really is going to happen as a result of this, 4 presidents with 2 terms each will be what it takes to undo what is being done here in this bill in the first 6 months of this presidency. That is a staggering thing to consider.
Yeah. To have to undo it. I mean, I've heard Pete Buttigieg in some ways talk about looking beyond all of this and seeing how we're going to have to repair it, later. But so they're saying it's going to take 2 terms to just repair all the damage?
2 double terms.
2 double terms. Wow. And they've made their little fortunes along the way.
That's the thing that's the most upsetting, is having that amount of wealth in the possession of that number of people. It's, the 1% of the 1%. And it's 95% of the wealth of the U.S., or is it the world? I can't remember. And that leaves the other percentage of wealth to be split up among the entirety of the American people. That's pretty frightening.
Here's another question. What's the world's most populous democracy? Do you have any guesses?
India.
Ooh. I won't say it, but the answer will pop up in a minute. Yeah, I was trying to find questions that related to politics and just basically a, democracy. Let's see if the answer pops up. Eventually.
Too much lag time on this.
Yeah, I was working out the timings. I thought there'd be a lot more back and forth. No.
Let's add another one. What's the world's most populous Muslim population?
It is India for populous democracy. Muslim, I think it's like Indonesia or something, isn't it?
You're correct. It is Indonesia.
Yeah, right. And by taking these off a Trivial Pursuit card, am I in store for some legal action? Are they going to come up against a bold and distant future?
I don't think they can do that. This isn't a copyrighted question, is it?
I don't know. Well, I did just photograph the card.
Oh, you did? Okay. That might be a big one. Should have used your own typeface.
Yeah, that would have changed things.
Of course, then it isn't your own typeface, is it? Unless you invented the typeface. Never mind. What do we know?
Yeah. So I'm trying to work on the timings on this show because I like to lay it all out ahead of time.
Let's
But
see. I can do a little fill if you want.
yeah, go about a minute on the spinning globe. What are you finding?
I don't think my harmonica actually comes across well on Zoom anyway.
Oh, I think that might have been. I didn't hear it at all.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
Let me
it's
try
like
it again.
it like blast. Oh, I hear it now.
Okay, here comes something.
Hey, that's good. I think I'm going to use that for the theme song this week.
I better play the whole thing.
Very
then.
patriotic. Now we all understand how he bankrupted a casino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the addition to the debt? 3.3 trillion or something like that? 3.2 trillion? I can't remember. It's insane what's going to be added to the debt.
Spend it like you don't have it.
Yeah. Spend it like there's no tomorrow because
Yeah.
maybe there's not.
Yeah, it's a lot of NASCAR people around here, and we know NASCAR is where they invented Let's Go Brandon.
Oh,
And so I really wanted some sidewalk chalk, and I wanted to go around the town writing Let's Go Felon on the ground, but
how about bring back Brandon? Bring back Brandon.
there you go, bring back band.
I'm going to use that on the other side of my sign next time.
I was advised not to do that
Oh.
by my by
anybody we know?
by council.
Oh, yeah.
The council told me I probably shouldn't enter into that sort of street art at this particular time. I've been surprised
You know
with
that little, speaking of interesting things, you know that little, I think I posted it to Bold and Distant Future, that little comparison between our current president and Jabba the Hutt? Did I do that? I sent it to you guys?
I don't know if I saw that one. The one that I have here at the end of the show is the posting on your AI thing, which I am interested in talking with you here at the end. But no, I didn't see the
Somebody
Jabba the Hutt
said
one.
they've been seeing it on the internet.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's mine, but yeah, quite interesting. I'm not the only one who noticed that. I mean, it's the around the eyes and the mouth. Total. I thought I shared that with the Bold and Distant Future on the whatever the link is that we always use.
Yeah, yeah. I don't recall that.
I got to see if I really did.
Well, this was an interesting article. Somebody put an analysis or asked ChatGPT for an analysis of the shooting, the famous shooting out in Pennsylvania.
Yes, I saw that too, and I thought, yeah, and I always, the thing is I thought it was fake to begin with because when we had the Kennedy shooting, didn't we see about 1 million, like, to the OJ replays of the whole thing and the
Yeah.
guy and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. There was a never-ending cycle on TV and stuff. We never even saw the guy, did we?
Yeah.
And they said he was shot up on the roof or whatever. We never saw any of that. And that is not how TV works these days. That's not how media works these days. That's what made me think the entire thing was faked.
Yeah, it's just the lack of coverage on this incident is suspicious to begin with.
Does
And then-
anybody even know the guy's name? You know?
Yeah. And so many details have been left uninvestigated or under-investigated.
Yeah. And then everybody says, oh yeah, but what about the guy that died right next to him? Really? Was there a guy that died next to him?
There was one fellow who was shot that was in the dais or whatever behind Trump, and he died, and he was a firefighter, and they brought his firefighter's jacket onto the stage at the Republican convention, and Trump hugged it. I don't know if you
And
remember
as I
that.
said, did he really exist?
Apparently, I mean, wife and kids and the whole thing. So I mean, that's a pretty hard thing to fake.
Or not? I'd like to see if
Or
ChatGPT
not.
could analyze the existence of that person.
I think it's pretty well documented, but again, what do I know? I just watch the news like everyone else, but it looked pretty irrefutable.
Yeah, okay.
But something doesn't smell right in that in that thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't put it past him. Well, I don't know if we covered it to a sufficient amount, but we got through it, and I feel better. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, I'm going to go out and hit the streets and try to
Well, I'll
avoid.
bet you guys will have an amazing fireworks show tonight, won't you?
Yeah, if we're still awake. I don't know if I'm even going to go out and look at it.
We
Just
were
gonna-
sitting in bed and we could hear it from a distance. Sebastopol did theirs last night.
Yeah, it'll be 90 degrees at 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be too
Well,
hot to
that's-
even go out.
You might have to put your sweater on.
Yeesh. Hey, thank you for being here, Eddie. Appreciate it. A bold and distant future. Thanks all of our listeners. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
There
Take
you go.
care. Celebrate your independence while you still got it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going out to pick beaches. I got to get up on the ladder and get the high stuff.
Okay, take care. You have a great day.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Adios. Oh, you did? Let me try it again.